nation. I come as an American, filled with a sense of awe at the heroism of my fellow citizens. I come as a wife, a daughter, and a sister, heartbroken at the loss so many of you have endured. And I come as a mother, thinking about what my daughters and what all of our sons and daughters can learn from the 40 men and women whose memories we honor today. The men and women of Flight 93 were college students and grandparents. They were businessmen, pilots, and flight attendants. There was a writer, an antique dealer, a lawyer, an engineer. They came from all different backgrounds and all walks of life. And they all took a different path to that September morning. But in that awful moment, when the facts became clear and they were called to make an impossible choice, they all found the same resolve. They agreed to the same bold plan. They called the people they loved, many of them giving comfort instead of seeking it, explaining they were taking action and that everything would be okay. And then they rose as one. They acted as one. And together they changed history's course. And in the days that followed, when we learned about the heroes of Flight 93 and what they had done, we were proud, we were awed, we were inspired. But I don't think any of us were really surprised, because it was clear that these 40 individuals were no strangers to service and to sacrifice. For them, putting others before themselves was nothing new, because they were veterans and coaches and volunteers of all sorts of causes. There was the disability rights advocate who carried a miniature copy of the Constitution everywhere she went. There was the census director who used to return to the home she canvassed to drop off clothing and food for families in need. There was the couple who quietly used their wealth to make interest-free loans to struggling families. And to this day, they remind us not just by how they gave their lives, but by how they lived their lives, that being a hero is not just a matter of fate, it's a matter of choice. I think that Jack Rencolas put it best. His wife Lauren was one of the passengers on the flight, and he said, they were ordinary citizens thrown into a combat situation. No one was a general or a dictator. Their first thought was to be selfless. They knew there was a 98% chance we're not going to make it, but let's save others. The men and women on that plane had never met the people whose lives they would save, yet they willingly made the sacrifice. And before September 11th, the people of this community didn't know any of the families here today, yet they embraced them as their own, inviting them into their homes, guarding this sacred spot day after day, lovingly cataloging every item, memento, every photograph, every letter left at the temporary memorial. And over the past 9 years, more than 1 million people have come here to pay their respects, to express their gratitude, to try in their own small way to ease the burden of these families' grief by honoring the people they love. And all of this reminds us that while this memorial begins here in Shanksville, it doesn't end at the edges of this field. It extends to all those they saved, whose lives today are possible because they gave theirs.